Hey guys, I'm going to do a recording about setting up your grades in PowerSchool, just in case this would be more convenient for you. So I went to Power Teacher and went to Settings, and I went to Traditional Grade Calculations, so that's where you want to go first, and picked a class. I just picked my first class. Now, I really don't think you want to do this yet. I think you want to wait until Friday because these classes are not 100%, but I did want to just do this ahead of time in case you just want to see how to do it, and then when Friday comes, then you're ready to go. So, but I honestly wouldn't do it yet. I think it's going to be a waste of time if you do it right now. Okay, so the first thing you should do is set up your A1. So remember, A1 is where this is where you're keeping grades on a daily basis, or however often you update your grades. So I clicked on the pencil, and I do category weighting. If you do total points, then right here you're just going to do 100, and you're going to save it, and you're on your way. But I do category weighting. So, okay. So, categories. All right, just a second. And my categories this year, because this year is so funky, is I'm going to do formative assessment and summative assessments. So in order to add that next column, I just hit the plus sign, add category weighting, and then summative assessment, change this to 50, and now I've got 50-50. I want that to add up to 100, which it does. Hit save, and my A1 is complete. So now E1, this is where you're doing your final. So this is category weighting, and my final, and this is, that's all there is to your final. Then S1 is a little bit different because this is where you're doing term weighting. So I'm going to pick term, and I want to do my A1 and set that at 90%, and then I do the plus, pick another term to make it my E1, which it defaulted to. Nice. And that's 10% of their grade, right? Because that's their final. So 90% of their semester grade, their S1, is what they did all year, and 10% of their grade for their S1 all semester is their final. Are we going to have a final? No idea, but that's how I'm going to set it up. So I save it. Now, I don't have to worry about Z1 because that's not something that English needs to worry about for junior year. So I'm just going to leave that blank. I'm not even going to touch it. So all of my classes are going to have the exact same grading scale. And so I'm going to go to this little settings icon, copy traditional grade calculations. I want to copy terms to another class, semester 1, and this is where you're choosing the class that you set up your original grades. I set it up in 1 AB English 11, semester 1. Semester 1, here it is right here. Now, where do I want to copy it? I want to copy it to my semester 1 classes. Which classes? All of them. I'm going to select all except for, and then I'm going to deselect advisory because we're not doing classes. I'm going to validate it. And then you can scroll through and see where the green check marks are. Yes, this is right. I copied it from first hour to 6th hour. That's what I want. Yes. It looks amazing. Copy. And now I'm done. All of my classes, all of the grades are set up. And I am done. Now, I guarantee on Friday, this will probably be all deleted and I'll have to redo it, but it took me 5 minutes, so it didn't take that long. Now, you want to remember that in Schoology, you need to set up your PowerSchool and Schoology, right? So you need to go to PowerSchool, and hopefully it's going to take forever to load, so it'll be awkward. All right, so you're in configuration, and you have to add your whatever categories that you had. Otherwise, it's not going to sync. So I had formative and summative, and then I'm not going to do the final because I think we were told don't do the final in Schoology. So I'm going to save changes. And that's only for first hour. I recommend clicking on this, automatically shorten assignment titles, because PowerSchool limits the characters as it says. And so sometimes when you go to sync your grades and you get an error and you're like, why do I have this error? And sometimes it's because your title for your assignment is too long and it's not even something you think about. And so if it just automatically does it, then you don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to save that again so that it remembers that. And so then I'm going to go to my grade setup, and I'm going to add categories, and you have to call it exactly what it is in PowerSchool. It has to match. And then I'm going to call this one summative. And then remember that you want to click these to hide, because because PowerSchool and Schoology probably aren't going to match. It's just best if you just hide the visibility there. And so now I should be able, this is just for my first hour grades. So hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions, please email me, let me know. Again, I'm going to be available Friday, 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock, and you can come see me. You can email me anytime, of course, and then let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.